Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing an Eldlich Invoked deck profile. This is take 3 because in take 2 I was literally in the very end, okay? My brother slams the door open, okay? And barges in and asks, where the hell is the TV remote? And I'm like, man, I was almost done. Like, come on. Anyway, I'm not gonna feel too bad about that. I didn't explain very well last time. This is probably gonna be a very short video because many of the cards here are very well known. Let's just get straight to it. 3 ALEISTER the Invoker. ALEISTER is your search card, searches invocation. It also adds 1000 to Mekaba or whatever Eldlich monster you summon. Invoked monster. So yeah, ALEISTER, you have to play 3 of course, you're playing Invoked. 2 invocations. Invocations are the fusion card. What's really good about Invocation is that if you're actually playing it in a different deck, you'd still be able to use this as a normal fusion card. So that's very good about it. That's the very good thing about Invocation. What I find really surprising is before the reprint in Maximum Gold Eldorado, Invocation was $20, the super rare. The secret was $30. Now the gold rare is $3. And like I bought mine for 9 back when it was 9 and went as 8. So I got the invocations while they were quite considerably expensive. Now they're back to 3. But I mean, I'm not complaining. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh works. Anyway, 3 magical meltdown searches ALEISTER, who searches invocation, who special summons your Mekaba. And 1 terraforming to search meltdown, to search ALEISTER, to search invocation, to special summon Mekaba. Yes, that's invoked. 2 Ash. Because Ash is one of the best hand traps in the game right now. If you're able to hand Ash Blossom the opponent on the correct on the correct activation, on the correct search, on the correct send, you'll be able to just end their turn if they don't have extenders. And 2 effect Veiler, because Veiler is a very powerful card right now. The reason I'm not playing 3 is because, well, I'm trying to make the hand traps as versatile as possible. So 2 Ash, 2 Veiler, 3 Ghost Bell, 2 Ghost Bell. I'm playing 3 Imprints because this is a trap deck, so of course. 2 Bell. I've seen people not main Bell and like main Nibiru's instead. But you can't main Nibiru's here because this is a go first deck. So if you're gonna Nibiru the opponent, you might tribute your own monsters, and I know this is still worth it in most cases, but not with Eldlich. If you want to main Nibirus, you have to main them in a go second deck. If you're trying to go, if it's a go first deck, you main Bells, because the graveyard is like a second hand. Okay, almost every single deck moves cards from the graveyard. If you're going up against like Subterror, then side the Bells out, but like other than that, no. Main them. So Tactics and Cold Buy because anti-hand trap. The reason I'm playing only 1 Tactics because I've seen people remove a strike and play 2 Tactics. The reason I'm playing only 1 Tactics is because I want to play 3 strike. Or 1 Cold Buy because, you know, stop the Ash, stop the Bell, stop the Veiler. 2 Golden Boy because you're playing Eldlich. For those of you who don't know his effect or are here just because they clicked it or if it was recommended. If this video actually got recommended, I'll be very happy, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so Eldlich the Golden Lord is you can send this card and 1 spell or trap from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 card in the field, send it to the graveyard. That's very powerful. The first effect is broken. It's a send. Second effect, if this card's in your graveyard, you can send 1 spell or trap you control to the graveyard, add this card to your hand, then you can special summon 1 zombie monster from your hand. And if you do, until the end of the opponent's next turn, that zombie monster can't be throwback card effects and it gains 1000 attack. So it's 3500 and can't be throwback card effects. 3 Cursed Eldland because you want to search your spells and traps. 1 Elixir of Black Awakening and 1 White Destiny. These are more of like backup plans. Black Awakening special summons from the deck, but then you cannot special summon except zombies. White Destiny is special summon from grave or hand, but you cannot special summon except zombies for the rest of the turn. These are more like backup plans because usually just use Sanguine or something. Anyway, 3 Conquistador. Conquistador is the pop. It's basically going +1 for you and -1 for the opponent, which is basically +2. You pop a card on the field, you special summon, and then when this card leaves the field, you're able to banish it from grave to search. Like, what Need I say more? Okay, need I say more? Wait, this is, you can't even ash this. It doesn't search. It directly sets it. Like, come on. Same thing for Sanguine over here. Set one golden land card directly. You cannot ash these cards. Sanguine special summons from the deck. Of course, you have to play 3 of it because it's very broken. And then you also get the second effect, which is to set a card from the deck directly. One golden land forever. Golden land forever is not situational, but it's very good. But you have to tribute a zombie monster. So unless you control Ash or Bell, or you have an extra golden lord, you're probably not gonna tribute it, unless it's like a last resort option. So usually what you do is if you open all the spells and traps you want and curse Eldland, you get to activate it, search golden land forever, and search golden land forever and set it. 3 Hoquero, because it's a special summon and a banish from grave and a set. Same thing, just like Conquistator, it's absolutely broken. Sanguine is a special summon, so it's not. It's also +2. It's actually a +1. It's a +1. Sanguine is a +1, but it's better than these guys. 3 Imperm. It's a monster negate. It's a hand trap, and it could be set as a spell or trap. It's one of the best hand traps in the game for a reason. Finally, 3 Solemn Strike, because Solemn Strikes are way better than you think they are, actually. So, if you actually strike the correct monster, the opponent's basically dead. He cannot do anything. So yeah, Solemn Strike. Moving on to the extra deck. 1 Caliga, 1 Cocytus, 1 Elysium, 2 Mechaba, 1 Purgatrio, 1 Raijin. If you noticed in my videos, I actually like to move the cursor over every single card. That's because when I go to like a YouTuber's channel and I check his video and he's making it on Dueling Book, just like me, I can't read the card's name. So unless he points the cursor at it, I won't be able to identify the card if I don't already know it. So I always try to point the cursor onto the card I'm talking about, so people who are trying to copy the deck profile, they get to know what the card's name is. Anyways, just let me explain the cards. Caliga is a very powerful card. If you're able to pull it off like mid-duel, or like if you're going first and you pull Caliga, Mechaba, and Golden Land and Golden Eldlich and your spell traps, you basically won the game. The opponent can literally do nothing at that point. Cocytus, because if your opponent's playing a water deck, which is highly unlikely, you can special summon this card. It can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, and it can attack with its defense. So it comes in handy every once in a while, you know. Because funny enough, when this card gets summoned against Sky Strikers, which happened to me, I think a month ago, an Eldlich player, an Eldlich Mech Knight, Invoked Mech Knight, sorry, special summoned Cocytus. And I couldn't do anything because I couldn't Widow Anchor. I couldn't target him. I couldn't. What do you mean timed out due to inactivity? 1 second, guys. Let me pause and go back in. This is awkward. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So it turns out, if you stay long enough on Dueling Book without clicking anything, it times you out. But here's the best part: I didn't save the deck, so I had to redo everything, and then restart the recording. So as you notice, that those last few cards aren't exactly in order here because I just wanted to get on with it. Anyway, as I said, Caliga, Cocytus, 2 Mechaba, Purgatrio, Elysium. Elysium is really good because it's a banish. It's basically like a turn 2 option. It just straight up nuke your opponent's board. Purgatrio is for going for OTKs and stuff. Ogaidus is also a turn 2 option. It's a pop. Pops an opponent's monster. And yeah, it's a pop. And the second effect, I actually forgot it. I used to play this in my Danger Kaiju Invoked, but now I forgot the second effect. Yes, you can banish a fusion monster to make it gain attack equal to it. That's nice, not too good. 1 Almirage, 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Artemis. The reason you're playing all 3, not just either the Almirage and Secure Gardener or Artemis. No. Artemis is what you do with the first Alistair. The second Alistair, you go Almirage and Secure Gardener. And sometimes it's even better to just take Almirage and Almirage Secure Gardener. It's sometimes better than Artemis. It's up to you. If you don't afford Artemis, you probably won't afford half the deck. But anyway, if you don't afford Artemis, don't play it. You don't have to. 1 Zeus, 1 super dreadnought rail cannon, and 1 leap. 1 second, someone's knocking at the door. Give me a minute. I'm sorry for all the pausing and stuff. Just 1 second. Well, turns out my brother still hasn't found the remote. Anyway, Zeus is more of just a backup plan here. If you manage to get both Golden Lords out, you can just exceed some for Gustav Max. You can do this thing in which you activate this, detach 1, burn 2000, exceed for this, go attack for 6k, detach 1, go attack for 6k. Therefore, you still have 2 material, you'll go for Zeus and nuke whatever's left. So this is something that, not to be messed with. This combo is very deadly. 2k plus 6k plus a board nuke. If this is a direct attack, it's game. Anyway, Phoenix and Boral Sword, you just needed some staples here. Phoenix is pretty good, you get to pop. And it's more of just a staple in the extra, to be honest. And Boral Sword because you need a link 4. I've seen people play Access Code instead of Boral Sword, but personally, Access Code doesn't work a lot here because, okay, you have a link monster in grave. Congratulations, you have 1 pop with the Access Code. Boral Sword, bring out Boral Sword, it's better. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. When I do build this deck, I'm actually gonna try and go for a tournament with it. Because personally, I've been building a lot of decks like Prank Kids. I finished Prank Kids a long time ago. Prank Kids, I'm building Tennies for some reason. And I have Sacred Beasts. I just build them and don't even use them for like small tournaments. We have like small tournaments that are locals. And I don't even use it for this. Like, come on. Why do I build the decks? But this is very competitive and I'll definitely try it out. Anyway, sorry for all the pauses. Peace out.